Not a day goes by where you don't say to yourself, I need to write a book. In fact, other people have told you, you should write a book. But when you start writing, you realize this is a lot. Hi, I'm Savannah Taylor. Welcome back to the channel. And I've been there. I know a lot of you have some really fantastic stories to tell. You have some really helpful self help books to put out there, and the world needs to hear from you. But writing really is something that you need to have some strategies about. And that's what I'm here for. So, what I'm going to give you is my step by step on how to get going and then also how to finish. Because I know a lot of you out there probably have pages and pages of stuff, but it's kind of all over the place and you're lost. Let's just be honest about it. So I'm going to give you my step-by-step strategy. I know what I'm talking about. I've written 3 books, and even though you may not have known what my books are, who I am, trust and believe, I've been very successful. And you might also say to yourself, how is it that a lot of people like myself are just pumping out these books and, making this money? Well, like I said, that's what I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you a strategy first that's called mind mapping, or it's a form of brainstorming. And it's really going to help you organize your thoughts, organize your content so that you don't get lost and so that you can actually see a beginning, see a middle, and see the ending. The next thing I'm going to introduce to you is how to really cut your time in half. So stick around and you'll find out what that is. And this is what I wish I had back in the day. All right, so let's go ahead, get started. Make sure you get your pen, get your paper, because this is, for all intents and purposes, like a little mini course. All right, I've taken out all the fluff. I've taken out all the little extra little stuff. We just gonna get right to it. All right. So let's say we're going to brainstorm a self help book about relationships. At the end of this demonstration, I'm going to also show you how to flip this all around if you're doing a novel. So, with a book about relationships, what are we also talking about? Well, let's see, friendships, that's a relationship. And then a lot of times, friendships lead to dating, and then dating can lead to marriage. Going back up to the friendship part of our book, what also comes to mind? Well, when you talk about friendships, you might want to talk about how to make friends. And then after making friends, how about maintaining friendships? You also want to talk about types of friends. And when we talk about types of friends, well, we could also be talking about acquaintances. We also might want to talk about the difference between close friends and toxic friends. Now, if you look at our brainstorm, that's quite a bit of information. Each of these sections is a chapter, and each of these sections can actually branch off into more sections. How do you do that? Well, this is where AI or ChatGPT can be a real help. You could ask ChatGPT, hey, write me a paragraph or 2 paragraphs on the types of friends. Write me a paragraph on the difference between close friends, toxic friends, acquaintances. Write me 6 paragraphs on how to maintain friends. I'm telling you, this is where ChatGPT really comes in handy. Now, if we're doing a novel, here's how you flip this all around. Story would go in the center. And then, of course, what comes with the story? Well, you need a theme. What's going to be the conflict? What's going to be your climax? And what's going to be your denouement? Or, as we say, how does it all come together? Now, when it comes to your characters, same thing. You got to have a hero. You got to have a villain. You got to have the innocent character. And then, of course, you want your wild card. Now, with regards to our hero, what's their name? What's their background? And then, of course, it's rinse and repeat for each of your characters. Again, if you want to use AI or Chat GPT for this, what you could say is, Hey, I'm writing a story about XYZ. Can you give me some names that would fit this type of character? What villain? What's the name of a good villain? And I'm telling you, you might be surprised at how much of a help ChatGPT would be in this instance. So you've got your book strategy together, you've got to start, you know how to finish, but there's one little thing left after you push the button to publish, and that's selling your book. And honey, that's a whole other issue. But I got you. Go ahead, watch my next video or tap the link down in my description, and I'm going to show you how to come out the gate winning your first week. I'll see you there.